tomorrow, like, the real gone, would your kids know what you stood for? I know that's a tough question to think about. What about your grandkids? Would they know your values? Would they know your beliefs? Would they know the vision for what you had for the future? Would they even know your name? I mean, these are real thoughts. Because the trust isn't just about who gets what. It's about why they get it, how they get it, and who they're going to be expected to become. So in today's video, I'm gonna show you what I've built, my trust, the stipulations, the structure, and the safeguards that I've put in place for my own daughter and for every generation after her, so that they don't just inherit wealth, they inherit purpose. So someone recently asked me this. They said, Chris, I'm putting together a will and I want to include stipulations for my kids before they receive the money. I know you've talked about doing this yourself. Can you give me some examples? That's exactly what they asked me. Well, yes, I can, and I will. You see, when Larissa and I set up our living trust right here, we spent a ton of time thinking about this because the goal wasn't just to pass on money. That's easy. It was to pass on wisdom, discipline, and most importantly, a legacy that outlives us. So here's what we built into it. These are the key stipulations in the Naugle Living Trust. There is no immediate access to money. Our daughter doesn't just get the money. The money is owned by the trust, not the child, not any children for that matter. It's managed and distributed by a trustee or several trustees. And only when the request matches the specific guidelines that I chose. Number 2, money can only be used for these things, and I've outlined them in Article 2 and Article 3 of the trust. But let me just tell you what they are because you probably can't read that. The trustee can approve distributions for things like health, education, support, and maintenance. That's it. So that means if my daughter, my grandchildren, my wife, if they wanted to buy a new car, go on a wild vacation, the answer is a no. But for things like college, tuition, yes. Starting a business or purchasing a home, if she has a plan, maybe, but the trustee decides, and we're gonna cover that in a second.